weight, number 0, Epsilon, champions, number 1337 for the Mass Maelstrom, Richard Daudet, aka Striker. Daudet. I got the French name, so I'm automatically in French mode with my pronunciation. Massachusetts from Canada, though, from Montreal.
That's what I was going to be wondering about. I'm like, I'm going to just mess up some of these French pronunciations here.
I think I'm going to be more likely to mess up the English pronunciations, I think. Elsinore getting knocked to the outside. Richard Daudet trying to make his way through for the Mass Maelstrom. Taking the outside line, but getting hit hard by Bill Coulter. Jack Cameron still the lead chamber, however, Montreal's. Richard Daudet making his way through, forcing Elsinore to fall off the jam. Bill Coulter showing why he was the MVP blocker at the 2012 Mohawk Valley Cup, putting on a huge hit on Elsinore. No points scored as of yet.
Jam number 2, we've got Raul Melville, number 17, for the Mont up against number
1993 Jurassic Park.
There you are.
For the Mass Maelstrom. Jurassic Park skating last year in the Mohawk Valley Cup as a member of the Dirty Dozen, but has since transferred to the Mass Maelstrom and strengthened their ranks. Meanwhile, number 17 for the Montreal's Raul Melville picking up lead jammer Jurassic Park. Not far behind though. I think it's getting loud in here already. Some defensive jamming going on there. And that's a trap penalty for Raul Melville. Nice job forcing that by Jurassic Park. Power jam situation for the Mass Maelstrom. And as people start to come in, it is getting very loud very quickly. A lot of support here for the Mass Maelstrom, the number 2 team. Last year, number 3 seeded this year as Jurassic Park makes his way into the pack. Jurassic Park picking up 4 points in the Montreal for the Mass Maelstrom. Raul Melville still stuck in the penalty box for the Montreals. So number 63, the Duke of, heading to the penalty box for the Montreals as well. Jurassic Park trying to make his way around the pack. Takes the outside line and picks up a grand slam for the Mass Maelstrom.
Usually a power jam is a control situation and then you lose one puck from the opposing team. Should make it a little bit easier for Jurassic Park, but there's still 3 big guys out there holding it back. Almost at a standstill for a good portion of the time.
Absolutely. Montreal's doing a good job of minimizing the damage. Number 71, the red headed to the penalty box for Montreal. Raul Melville out of the bench and into the action, and that's the end of the jam. Great jam there for the Mass Maelstrom, 24-0 right now. Especially good considering the Montreal's athlete jammer in that jam. Jurassic Park forcing the penalty on Raul Melville, the Montreal's jammer, and then scoring 2,000 points as a result. Looks like we have Matt Byron jamming for the Mass Maelstrom, just about ready to get back on the way. Just about ready to get things underway. 5 seconds from the start of the jam.
Once again, we've got Marty Brown out there for the Montreals up against Matt Byron for the Maelstrom. Matt Byron out in front, lead jammer Maelstrom.
Matt Byron picking up lead jammer for the Mass Maelstrom. Marty Brown still trying to make his way through for the Montreals. Getting knocked to the outside by Richard Daudet. He sent all the way back as Matt Byron picks up 5 points for the Mass Maelstrom. Mass Maelstrom, most of the members of the team opting to go by their real names, which is a trend we're starting to see in both men's and women's standard. So we will try and keep up with that request. Matt Byron calling off the jam for the Mass Maelstrom after picking up a handful of points, 4 to be exact, 33-0 right now in favor of the Mass Maelstrom.
We've got number 0, Elton out there for the Mont Royals once again. He is up against John Colentro.
John Colentro for the Mass Maelstrom.
Mont Royals up on the pivot line.
A little bit of defensive jamming there by Elton, knocking out John Colentro for the Mass Maelstrom, but Colentro making his way into the pack. Elton still trying to deal with the wall of blue in the back for the Mass Maelstrom. John Colentro making his way through, picking up a lead jammer for the Mass Maelstrom, as Elton still tries to navigate the pack for his initial pass.
Great recycling by the red there to come up front and knock Colentro right onto his chuckle.
Great blocking by the ref there, but John Colentro forcing to go through, and the ref's going to head to the penalty box. Let's go, that was blocking out of bounds. Looks like number 36 double D, Jan Vicious, also heads to the penalty box for Montreal. Penalty starting to pile up from the team for the team from Montreal. John Colentro into the pack. As Elton, nice spin move around. John Colentro making his way through, picking up 5 more points and calling off the jam. Mass Maelstrom starting to get some momentum now, trying to pull away and make that lead as big as possible. Number 17, Raul Mobile jamming for the Mont Royals. The Mont Royals, I always screw that up, against 1993 Jurassic Park for the Mass Maelstrom. Jurassic Park, beautiful move through the middle of the pack, picking up a lead and jammer for the Mass Maelstrom as Raul Mobile gets sent to the outside and all the way to the back of the pack by the Maelstrom blockers, and he's going to head off a track cut penalty as a Mont Royal blocker, number 911, heads off for the Mont Royals over Jesse.
And not only that, we've got number 17, Raul Mobile, heading to the penalty box once again. Power jam situation, Mass Maelstrom.
The Rev headed to the penalty box after just coming in off the bench.
It is just a dream of Mont Royal headed to the penalty box.
Jan Vicious headed the box way back on the track as the penalty box is full for the Mont Royals. And they need to sort these penalty issues out when they're having early on, otherwise the Mass Maelstrom are going to just pile on. Jurassic Park picking up another grand slam for the Mass Maelstrom. Nice move around number 4. 10. As Jurassic Park picks up another grand slam for the Mass Maelstrom. 68-0 right now. Mont Royal still not on the board. Another 5 points for Jurassic Park as he calls off the jam. 73-0 right now.
Next jammer, the ability to kind of break through that pack pretty quick, pick up the jammer before Raul can even get out of the box. So number 2, Ryan Conlon out there, starting for the Mass Maelstrom. Coming up against those 2 Mont Royal blockers. He is through lead jammer.
Very difficult for 2 stationary skaters to hold back one blocker or one skater who's trying to move forward as hard as he can. Ryan Conlon making his way through already, picking up 5 points for for the Maelstrom. As Raul Mobile comes in off the penalty box, completing his initial pass to the Mount Royals. Ryan Coleman making his way through, picking up 2 points for the Maelstrom before falling off the jam. 80-0 right now for the Maelstrom. Mount Royals still yet to make it on the board. Elton for the Mount Royals, jamming against number 508, no big deal, no big deal, the MVP jammer for the 2012 Mohawk Valley Cup.
Already, you can just establish that Elton is a very physical jammer right off the line. As soon as that whistle blows, he is taking a hit onto the other end of the jammer, wasting no time with the physical contact.
Yeah, that has happened every time Elton has been jamming so far, however. No big deal, still making it through and picking up the jammer for the Maelstrom first. Looks like Giraffe's Park is going to be heading to the penalty box. I'm sorry, that's number 80. Eric Benner. Another Dirty Dozen transfer to the Maelstrom. He's heading to the penalty box. That's the end of the jam. Call off by no big deal. Jurassic Park, number 1993, jamming against Raul Mobile, number 17 for the Mount Royals. 82-0 right now. 18 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this first half. Very fast-paced action so far here.
Looks like Jurassic is out in front of Mont and Maelstrom. They're definitely, Mont came out strong, owning Mont the first couple of jams, but ever since then, it's just been Maelstrom coming after jam, coming after jam. It's certainly worked to their advantage.
Momentum is a very real thing in roller derby. Once you start getting a lead jammer, 2, 3, 4 jams in a row, that starts to get into the other two's head. And that may be what we're seeing right now with the Mount Royals, as they try and stop the momentum of the Maelstrom and get onto the board. 84-0 right now in favor of the Maelstrom. Elton jamming for the Mont Royals. He's jamming against number 8, Matt Byron, for the Maelstrom. And number 71, the Rev, heading to the penalty box for a false start. The Red has been living in the penalty box.
He's not going back, exactly.
No, not going back.
He started behind the jammer line. He's going to go all the way back to kind of come in behind the pack. Don't see that too
No,
often.
it's not something you see very often, despite the fact that jammer line is always extremely crowded. However, Elton is headed to the penalty box. We have another power jam situation for Maelstrom, who are just piling it on right now against the Mount Royals. Maelstrom jammer.
Little Tom's giving a jump there,
Matt Byron picking up another great slam for the Maelstrom. Matt Byron forcing his way through the pack for another grand slam.
And narrowly escaping a pretty hard hit being lined up by the Reds, so we made it out just in the nick of time.
Less than halfway through the first half, Maelstrom already breaking the 100-point mark. Mont Royals still yet to get on the board. Matt Byron calling off the jam.
I gotta tell you, watching Viking sides out there with this breeze, it makes me wonder if in the next rule review we might see something about, dreads or long braids or something, because that's going to be pretty dangerous when you're doing a pretty quick turnaround toe stop.
I don't know who that would be more dangerous for, him or another skater.
Somebody else,
I
exactly.
don't know, because that thing gets caught up in something. I don't even think about that. Looks like we have number 109, John Colentro, jamming for the Maelstrom as Elton comes out of the penalty box into the pack. And the Revs heading to the penalty box again.
Maelstrom is doing a great job of just
frustrating for the Montreals, especially considering they did have the jam in those first couple of jams, but they just have not been able to put it together since. Still for Bill Colton before we got started a jackhammer. This is the first time these two teams have faced off against each other, which is surprising considering they're both one of these teams. But the Maelstrom is just putting on a clinic here against the Mont Royals. 1-16-0 right now in favor of the Maelstrom with 14 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Number 508, no big deal out there for the Maelstrom, up against number 17, Raul Mabille for the Mont Royals.
Number 508, no big deal, picking up the lead jammer for the Maelstrom as Raul Mabille makes his way through the Mont Royals. Mont Royals working a two-jammer rotation right now. Maelstrom a little more open. Bill Coulter rushing number 666 for the Mont Royals, Big Hannah, to open up a hole for no big deal as he makes his way through in favor of the Maelstrom.
Number 2, Ryan Condon out there for the Maelstrom, up against 0 Elton once again with his signature hit right off the whistle.
Yeah, the only downside to doing that is that the jammer can prepare for that. Normally a jammer on jammer hit is something that kind of catches you by surprise. When you can just expect it to come every jam, it's not as effective, I don't think.
You can prepare for it, and the thing is that it will have to work harder than the last couple of jams. Maelstrom coming up each jam time and time again.
Yeah, he may be better off just trying to get the momentum and get it and start off the line first. Meanwhile, number 2, Ryan Conlon making his way through, picking up a lead jammer for the Maelstrom and picking up an easy grand slam there, getting through the pack completely untouched. 5 points on the board. Elton still not completing his initial pass. Elton getting through the pack on his first pass, just as I finished saying that. Meanwhile, Ryan Conlon calling off the jam before Elton could get any points. Oh, well, I'm sorry, they did get 2 points.
And so did Elton right there. 2 points for each.
So now Royals making it on the board. 133-2 right now in favor of the Maelstrom.
We've got number 16, Mardi Gras out there. We have not seen him since the third gym of the first half here. He is up against
Jurassic Park, number 1993 for the Mont Royals for the Maelstrom. Making his way through, picking up a huge jammer with a great burst of speed there. Pivot helmet cover comes flying off for the Mont Royals. Bill Coulter running back. There's a pivot in the box for the Mont Royals. Gordon, our announcing official, has just notified me, so that's why they needed to throw that off. It's why if you're watching the video stream or if you're live and you're reading some pivot helmet cover comes flying off.
For a second there, the way the pants were flying, I thought it was a Tom Jones concert. So confused.
They're called helmet covers now, as I can remind you time and time again. I don't like that either. Meanwhile, Mardi Gras making his way through the Mont Royals, Jurassic Park, slamming hard into him, sending him flying to the outside. Very physical bout between both of these teams, and I think that's just going to be the theme for the weekend and men's roller derby in general. Much more physical game in terms of hard hits than women's roller derby. And they are no slouches themselves.
Exactly. And you know, that's one thing too, when it comes to the physicality of the sport, is that you look at a score right now, Maelstrom 148 to the Mont Royals 2, and you wouldn't necessarily know it by the level of action that's actually happening on the track.
No, absolutely. The score is not reflective of the physicality that both teams are going through. Jurassic Park getting knocked to the inside by tank number 4 and forced to call off the jam. Timeout being called by the Mass Maelstrom.
You and Harry Crown were a little tired in the first half, so we should be all set for our caffeine here.
Definitely. Looks like we have number 8, Matt Howard for the Mass Maelstrom.
It looks like we were in the same situation. Buddy Ollie down there must have been lined up behind the jammer bus coming back in.
Number 17, Maroon Mobile picking up the jammer for the Royals. First lead jammer they had just before the game. Beautiful move to the inside by the Mount Royals, picking up 4 points, and the place is going crazy. Raul Mobile with a nice move there for the Mount Royals, putting on 4 points to the board. Elton on jamming against John Calentrio for the Mass Maelstrom. Elton on, in addition to his more physical play, likes to start a little bit further back behind the jammer line as well to try and get some momentum going in. John Calentrio getting knocked to the inside by the Mount Royals. As Elton trying to make his way through. Elton not throwing the shoulder this time. John Calentrio still making his way through, picking up the jammer for the Mass Maelstrom. Number 05, Tassito. 0521 for the Mount Royals. And out of the box. Elton headed off of a track up as well. Frustrated with himself over the call. Meanwhile, John Calentrio can go through unopposed, and the train of Mount Royal players to the box begins once again. Looks like there was a direction of gameplay penalty on 6502 Grimlock for the Mount Royals.
This is an all too familiar tale for the Mount Royals, so they lose their jammer and then 2 blockers follow, leaving 2 blockers out there to kind of defend that power jam situation with just a full pack.
In a power jam situation, panic tends to set in, and blockers will get more aggressive and therefore commit more fouls, and that's when you tend to see that happen, and then it's a chain reaction. One blocker goes, the other 3 have to get more aggressive. That causes another guy to go, and then maybe another. It's a downward spiral that you see very often in roller derby, and Mount Royals unfortunately falling into that trap. John Calentrio sits back in the pack, falls off the jam, just as Elton coming off the penalty box. Mount Royals will be able to field the jammer on the jammer line, however, as Elton left the penalty box before the end of the jam. Very fast-paced first half, just under 7 minutes to go. 176-6 right now in favor of the Mass Maelstrom.
Number 2, Ryan Allen on there for the Maelstrom, up against number 17, Raul Mobile for the Mount Royals.
Both jammers making their way through. Ryan Allen picking up the lead jammer for Mass Maelstrom, has about a half track left to lead. Makes it through, picks up 4 points and falls off the jam for the Mass Maelstrom. 180-6 now in favor of the team in blue. Got number 0, Elton taking on number 8, Eric Benner. Eric Benner jamming for the Mass Maelstrom, Elton jamming for the Mount Royals.
Benner out in front, lead jammer for the Maelstrom. I believe that's his first time out there jamming today.
I believe it's a set. I think I saw him out there one other time. I could be wrong. It may have been as a blocker that I saw him. Eric Benner calling on the jam. Eric Benner, a.k.a. Dr. Spankenstein, as I mentioned earlier, transferring from the Dirty Dozen of Pioneer Valley, who were at the Mohawk Valley Cup last year, had some incredibly exciting bouts specifically with the CT death quads. A lot of skitters transferring over to Mass Maelstrom, and it is showing 182-6. They have a lot of firepower to work with. Number 32, jamming for the Mass Maelstrom, Richard Pickering, against number 17 for the Mont Royals, Raul Mobile, who takes the inside line and beats his initial pass. Meanwhile, Richard Pickering picking up lead jammer and getting 4 points before calling off the jam.
Rose starting getting style points right there. I don't know if you saw that. Rose takes a fall, but it's a nice leg lift.
Yes,
very classy.
Raul Mobile with a very stylish fall there at the end of that jam. Number 0, Elton off for the Mont Royals, taking on number 1993, Jurassic Park for the Mass Maelstrom. Whistle blows, both teams are off. Elton now getting knocked all the way to the back of the net. As Jurassic Park picks up the jammer for the Mass Maelstrom again. Jurassic Park making his way through, picking up a grand slam for the Mass Maelstrom. 4 points on the board.
Elton having a hard time even making the turn too. He's knocked out, back up, knocked out, back up again.
Mass Maelstrom doing a great job of keeping that pack stretched out as far as they can to push back the jammer as far back on the track as humanly possible. Elton not getting knocked around, trying to complete his initial pass, almost completes his initial pass for the Mont Royals. As Mass Maelstrom blocker starts flying on turn 3. Sorry, turn 2 there. Jurassic Park picking up 4 more points before calling off the jam. Mass Maelstrom at an even 200, Mont Royals 6 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first half.
Up against number 17, Raul Mobile for the Mont Royals. It's definitely going to make for an exhausting tournament weekend if you're basically part of a 2-jammer rotation.
Yeah, they work at Mardi Gras every once in a while, but it's mainly just been Raul Mobile and Elton. And they have a game coming up later on in the day, which is at this point looking to be against the Quadfathers. That's going to be taking place at 5 p.m. So we'll have some time to rest, but they still don't want to burn out their jammers. Meanwhile, number 8, Byron making his way through and picking up more points for the Mass Maelstrom. Grand slam for Massachusetts. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in this first half. Another 5 points for Massachusetts. Another grand slam pass.
Certainly though, Bill Coulter out there did a great job of capping that wall of Mont Royals. No wonder he got the MVP blocker last year at MVC.
Matt Biden a great move there between number 911, Homer Jency, and number 63, the Duke of, picking up another grand slam. And we are going to have time for we're going to have just enough time for one more jam. 230-6 right now in favor of the Mass Maelstrom. High-seeded team showing their dominance early on in these first couple games. Puget Sound of the Quadfathers, Mass Maelstrom over the Mont Royals.
For a second bit, I thought the Maelstrom was lining up for ear check on the inside line. Basically spreading that pack back out, making Raul go all the way back. But then the Red doing a great job of backing Calentro back up as well.
The Red, a long-time veteran of World Warriors, skating for a number of men's teams, now making his home in Montreal. Raul Mobile heading to the penalty box, so this is a power jam situation for the Maelstrom. And this is interesting because we're starting to get to the point where we may start to see one of the jammers in that two-jammer rotation potentially foul out of the game. If that's the case, Montreal's going to have to really switch up their strategy. They may want to consider switching up their jammers in the second half and prevent that from happening. Jammer being called off by the Maelstrom. And that's halftime. Official score going into the half, 2:34-6. Block and roll. Something that we'll have to keep an eye on and see when he starts to make an appearance in this tournament. I think you can bet that we'll see him tomorrow against Puget Sound.
Certainly.
Maelstrom's going to come away with a win here.
So it looks like Ryan Conlon is starting out there by himself. Raul Mobile sitting in the penalty box. He ended up there at the tail end of the second half, so he's going to start, first half rather, he's going to start the second half there.
Ryan Conlon making his way through, picking up lead jammer for the Maelstrom. Flying around the Mont Royal blockers. Making his way through, picking up a grand slam for the Maelstrom. Calling off the jam. And I think if there's one thing that we've seen so far from these first two bouts is that the more jammers you can field, the more of an advantage you have. Because that's just more people who can potentially score points. And both Puget Sound and the Maelstrom have just a team full of really great jammers. People who can score points virtually all game long. And that's what they're doing.
That familiar backwards lineup there from the Maelstrom.
Yeah, Maelstrom stretching back, so when Raul Mobile comes out of the penalty box, he has to come in as far back as possible. Some good strategy there by the Maelstrom. In the meantime, number 8, Nick Byron, making his way through, picking up the lead jammer for the Maelstrom as Raul Mobile slides on his stomach and makes his way through the pack, getting back to his feet. Number 4, Tank trying to hold back that Byron. Byron making his way around, calling off the jam. 2:43-6 right now in favor of the Maelstrom. As Eltonot heads to the line, he's going to be jamming against John Calentro for the Maelstrom. John Calentro, however, right behind him, literally right behind him now. Eltonot loves to have some jam interaction going on. He calls on the jam. No points scored for either team in that jam. Still 2:43-6 in favor of the Maelstrom. Number 17, Raul Mobile is going to be taking on 1993 Jurassic Park. Raul Mobile is skating for the Mont Royal, Jurassic Park for the Maelstrom. Jurassic Park taking the outside line, picking up the lead jammer for the Maelstrom as a Raul Mobile still tries to make his way through and winning his initial pass. Bill Coulter sends him all the way back up. And now it's going to be off on a track penalty. And I think he may be ejected.
So successive jammer penalties there.
Jurassic Park sends off on a backblock penalty. Raul will be allowed back onto the track. Has made himself to the box as a golden skate. Jurassic Park back in as well, only having served the amount of time Raul Mobile did, which was just a few seconds. So we're back. Both chambers back in action.
That was quite impressive. Number 7, Terry Hasselman, backing up on his toes just as far as he could on the inside line. That was great control. Looks like forcing Raul with the cuts. He is headed back to the penalty box.
Jurassic Park, meanwhile, making his way into the pack. Royals holding back best they can, but he breaks free, picking up 5 more points for the Maelstrom. 2:58 to 6 right now, 5 minutes into the second half.
Jurassic is through for another round.
That's the end of the jam.
Mount Royals calling a timeout at this point. Oh, an official review, pardon me.
Official review being called by the Mont. It looks like no big deal is going to be jamming for the Maelstrom. In this power jam situation, Raul stuck in the penalty box. No big deal, running over the inside line, making his way around tank. The Rev got stuck behind the general line, so he's going to skate all the way around the track in the opposite direction to get back in front of the pack. Behind the pivot line. No big deal makes his way through, picking up a corner and slams the Maelstrom. As Raul Mobile makes his way out of the penalty box. Number 4, Tank, knocking no big deal the inside and sending him back. As Raul Mobile completes his initial pass for the Mont Royals. No big deal calling off the jam before the Mont Royals can pick up any points. Number 0, Eltsana, jamming for the Mont Royals against number 7 for the Maelstrom, Terry Hasselman, aka Peter Rottentail.
And I want to say that this is Hasselman's first trip to the jammer line.
I believe you're right. You're keeping track. You're actually doing some homework. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with you there. However, certainly not the first time jamming. Another transfer skater from Pioneer Valley, one of their strong jammers there. And it just once again proves how much of a, how deep of a jammer roster that the Maelstrom had. Eltsana had it in the penalty box again. Track cut penalty for Eltsana. Number 7, Terry Maxwell, making his way through, picking up another 5 points for the Maelstrom. So great mobility there, great jump on the inside line by Terry Hasselman. Just some fantastic skating with that pass, switching from one foot to the other and then jumping over the inside line. As Terry Hasselman picks up another. Terry Hasselman with some spectacular skating there in this first jam of the day. 21:53 left in the second half. Maelstrom knocking out 300 points, 295 to 6 right now.
Starting as the lone jammer.
as Elton comes out of the penalty box and sprints through to pick up his initial pass. Both teams on each of the score points now. Aaron Bennett making his way through, picking up 4 points. I apologize, looks like 3 points. No, 4 points for the Maelstrom. 299 to 6 right now for the team from Massachusetts. Eric Pickering going to be jamming against the Mardi Gras number 16 for the Mont Royals. First time seeing Mardi Gras in a little while.
Mardi Gras makes quick and easy work of that pass. He is through the jammer.
Eric Pickering getting knocked inside by the ref and set all the way back in the back. Point scoring situation here for the Royals. Mardi Gras makes it through, picks up a grand slam. Perhaps they should have jammed him more earlier on. Eric Pickering making his way through, completing his net pass. Left hits the floor. Jam called off by Mardi Gras, picking up another 4 points. 9 points scored there by Mardi Gras. 15 to 299 right now in favor of the Maelstrom. Number 2, Ryan Conlon, going to be jamming against El Saddam.
They're doing a great job, and no wonder that Coulter came up with the MVP blocker last year.
It's amazing just how fast the Maelstrom jammers are, how solid they are. They're literally running over blockers. Despite the fact that they're not the biggest skaters, a lot of their jammers are much smaller people. It's not like Human Sound, where Human Sound, everybody's huge. Maelstrom, the skaters are so good and they're just so strong. Check up how many number 666 for the Mont Royals.
That would be a Big Panda.
Big Panda headed to the penalty box there. And it looks like they've taken Raul Mobile out of the jam rotation and substituted in Mardi Gras. Raul Mobile on his 6th trip to the box. One more trip and he would be ejected from the game. Holy cow.
Hard hit. We could not actually see who hit Byron out, but Matt Byron is out.
Matt Byron went flying, but regardless, he still makes it with the speed, goes back into the pack, makes it through, and picks up the lead jammer. Taking up 4 points and falling off the jam. Crazy hit on Matt Byron, even he's smiling about it. Number 17, Raul Mobile back out there for Maelstrom. Just as we say, he's pulled out of the rotation.
Right there he is. Back to prove us wrong.
John Calentro jamming for the Maelstrom. Raul Mobile getting knocked outside by Richard Calden for 1337. John Calentro putting up the jammer and getting sucked back into the pack because he was knocked out of bounds by the Mont Royals. Still trying to complete his fish pass, getting a hard serve block there by Will Colbert. Our jam situation here as John Calentro heads to the box for a low block penalty. Raul Mobile taking the inside. Royals. I think the first one of the day for them. Making his way through, picking up a grand slam for the Mont Royals. 316-20 now. Getting knocked down hard. And he's set way, way back by Bill Colter and Richard Baudet. Getting knocked down again by Richard Baudet. And sent way back to the back. Having some real trouble dealing with the Massachusetts blockers. As John Archer heads out of the penalty box. And that's the end of the jam. Jan Vicious heads to the penalty box for the Mont Royals. I believe his mouth guard was out in that. I think it was an equipment violation, a legal procedure there. Altanada can be jamming against number 1993 Jurassic Park. 320-24 right now in favor of the Maelstrom. Up a couple points and falls off the jam. It's now 322-24. Now updated to 27 right now. 320. Some action going on there on the scoreboard. 318-27, the updated score. Maelstrom over the Mont Royals. 13 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the second half.
We've got Mardi Gras out there for the Mount Royals, up against No Big Deal for the Maelstrom. No Big Deal making his way through, making up the jam of the Maelstrom. As Mardi Gras still trying to complete his initial pass. No big deal. Richard Baudet has cover to make his way through untouched on that first scoring pass, picking up a grand slam for the Maelstrom. No big deal getting knocked out of bounds by number 36 LD, Jan Vicious. As Mardi Gras makes his way around the track. No big deal falling off the jam for the Maelstrom. Got number 0, Elton jamming against number 7 for the Maelstrom, Jerry Hasselman. 12 minutes to go in this second half of the second bout of the day. The ref getting run over on the whistle. Elton making his way through, picking up the lead jammer for the Mont Royals. Jerry Hasselman right behind him though. Elton making his way in, calling off the jam. Ford is able to score any points. 27-3-23 right now. Maelstrom
in the lead, 11 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Actually, I apologize to Mont didn't get 1 point there. So this would be 3:23 to 28. Headed to the penalty box. There's a track cut penalty for the Maelstrom. Meanwhile, jamming for the first time of the day, number 58, Buddy Ollie picks up lead jammer and makes his way through, picking up a grand slam for the Mont Royals. Mont Royals trying to clear a hole. Who sends out and deals with Will Bolter on the Mont Royals defense. I'm sorry, Maelstrom defense. Buddy Ollie trying to sneak his way around the inside, but unable to do so, sent all the way to the back of the pack. Buddy Ollie gets swallowed up by a wall of blue right now. Trying to force his way through the side. And he's off on a track cut penalty. Disputes with the referee, but that never works. So he's in the penalty box. And Eric Benner has been released.
Tank out there, holding Benner.
Young Vicious has the penalty box and Mont Royals tank headed through there as well. The downward spiral continues. Power jam, blocker goes, next blocker goes. Meanwhile, Eric Benner allowed to pick up points freely. Nice spin move. Making his way to the back, picking up another grand slam to the Maelstrom. Trying to step his way around the Mont Royal box. It's knocked to the inside. Makes his way back on the track. Richard Pickard not making it through. Clearly not eligible for lead jammer. Buddy Ollie coming out of the penalty box, makes his way through, gets lead jammer, and calls off the jam.
So we've got Elton sitting in the box right now as a blocker, but let's not forget he's been one of those two jammers who've been playing just about the entire game. Split between himself and Raul. Haven't seen him in a while because he's very close to his 7th.
Mardi Gras has been jamming and they've been working with Buddy Ollie as well. Mardi Gras jamming for Mont Royals right now. In the meantime, jamming for the Maelstrom. Clockwise block called on Young Vicious, I believe that is. Matt Byron jamming, Ryan Conlon jamming for the Maelstrom. He has the lead jammer. Mardi Gras still trying to complete his initial pass for the Mont Royals against the Maelstrom. Ryan Conlon, however, making it through untouched. 5 more points for the Maelstrom. 347 to 38. Ryan Conlon with another pass, 5 more points. Elton coming in out of the penalty box as a blocker. As Mardi Gras still tries to complete his initial pass. 6 minutes to go.
In the midst of all that, it looks like we had a cover pass there. Yep. So star pass from Mardi Gras to Tank.
This is interesting. Tank, we haven't seen anything but a locker roll so far. But Mardi Gras gets more points and passes the star. Looks like right upon the time of the penalty box for the skidding out of bounds penalty that he seems very confused about. But nonetheless, confused or not, he'll be serving a full minute for the Maelstrom. Meanwhile, Tank making his way through completing his initial pass and barreling into the pack. And that's the end of the jam. Tank picking up 3 points for the Mont Royals.
Number 17, Raul Mavila out there for the Mount Royals. He is going to pick up the jammer.
Still in a power chance situation for the Mont Royals. Raul Mavila making his way through.
Some great tiptoe work right there on the inside of turn 1 by Raul to keep himself in play. Stretching the pack out. He is through now, going to pick up, looks like a big pad.
Grand slam for the Mont Royals by Raul Mavila, 46-360 right now with 4.5 minutes to go in the second half. Raul Mavila getting knocked outside, sent all the way back into the pack. Justin, he thought he was out, they pulled him back in and do so again after knocking him on the inside. Raul Mavila gets clear and picks up another 5 points for the Mont Royals. In the meantime, number 2, Mike Collins has made his way on the penalty box and he completes his initial pass. Raul Mavila makes his way through, getting another 4 points before calling off the jam. $55-360 right now, 3.5 minutes to go.
We've got number 8, Matt Byron out there for the Maelstrom up against 0, Ellington on for the Mount Royals. Pile up right there off the line. Ellington goes down and it goes right back up. It's going to be close. Looks like the jammer goes to Byron.
Matt Byron makes the Joe, but Altamont knocks him out of bounds, forces him back into the back. Good strategy there by Altamont, who completed his initial pass. Matt Byron forced to call off the jam after having to make it through the pack a second time thanks to the good strategy by Altamont. No points scored in that jam, 360-55 still. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second half.
John Colentro out there for the Maelstrom up against number 17, Raul Mavila for the Mount Royals. Raul Mavila through. He is going to pick up the jammer.
Raul Mavila catching his second win here in the second half. Maybe he needs to get 6 penalties and look on the rings himself, but he's been doing fantastic so far in these last few jams. John Colentro making his way through, completing his initial pass. Raul Mavila in the meantime falling off the jam after picking up a quick 4 points for the Mont Royals. 59-360, just under 2 minutes to go. 1993 Jurassic Park, jamming for the Maelstrom against number 0, Ellington. Makes his way through, picks up lead jammer for the Maelstrom. Elton on. Some nice jump over there, kind of completing his initial pass. Jurassic Park picks up some points, calls off the jam. 1 minute to go in the second bout of the day. 364 to 59 in favor of the Maelstrom.
So we've got number 1337, Richard Godet, otherwise known as Striker, out there. I think the last time he jammed may have been the first jam of the bout. He is up against Raul Emil, number 17 for the Mount Royale.
Yeah, they've definitely been using Striker and then Richard Godet as more of a blocker, and he's been doing a great job. However, Raul Emil, again, making his way through, picking up the jam for the Mount Royals. I think the Mount Royals have found his secret power. And then again, as the clock out, he's going to look to get him to 6 penalties as quick as possible. Timeout being called by the Mount Royals bench, stopping the clock, so we will have enough time. Just kind of quick reconciliation. The score was correct. And that timeout was just called by Montreal to stop the clock so we can have one final jam here. Bill Holter and Elton going to take us out 364-61 right now. Elton going to be knocked outside by Richard Godet. Bill Holter picking up lead JR4 in Maelstrom. Bill Holter, the MVP blocker of the 2012 Mohawk Valley Cup. Score for you. Maelstrom's going to come away with this one. 366 to 61. Maelstrom, the winner of our second bout of the day. They will be advancing to the 11 o'clock game tomorrow.